let's talk about something that's not so fun, though. Unfortunately, this is something that came out yesterday, and it's sad to hear about Bruce Willis. Everybody,
They're sharing that it's actually dementia, like Brian, what's it called? What kind of
uh,
dementia?
frontotemporal, yeah,
Frontal
frontotemporal,
temporal. Thank you.
yeah, dementia, and they're saying that it's much more serious now. It's progressing, and it was March of 2022. His family announced everything. He's 67 years old, and it's going to affect his ability to speak, write, and understand language. And at this age, and it's like it's Bruce Willis. You would think that he would have many more years to just to kick ass and be
He
out there. And
defeated Hans Gruber for fuck's sake.
I know. And now it's like, what's he gonna do? That's the question. Like, how's he gonna? I don't know. We're gonna definitely see a big decline, and unfortunately, there's nothing you can really do about it. Again, there's only so much treatment out there that can only slow it down so much. And I know this because I've seen like my grandparents go through it. It's not fun. And for him, I hope that it's slow, and I hope it's not something that just hits him too fast. And I hope that his family gets some precious time with him that, before, before anything really, really bad happens with him. But I mean, yeah, GR, it's basically fatal. It's really sad to hear. And it's like, you don't know how much time you have. And, eventually you just don't know who you are. It's as bad as Alzheimer's. So it got my dad, GR said, yeah, it's so sad, GR. I can't even imagine what he's going through. Can't imagine what you went through. Like I know a little bit because I saw my grandma go through it and my grandpa, but it's just like, it's tough. And it's like, we're going to lose, we've already lost. We've lost a big time movie star that's been around for so long. Like you said, like huge action stars, Die Hard. I still think of Sixth Sense and freaking, and it's like, it's so many good movies he's brought us. Saw dead people. Um, it's so sad, really. Chris. It's so sad. How do you feel about this, Chris? I mean, do you love Bruce Willis? Do you like his movies?
I love him. Like it's just the poor guy and his family. I always go back to the family. Like for some reason, like I
Because
feel
you're a family man.
Yeah,
I feel for that family. I feel for him, but he doesn't remember.
yeah. It's
It
so
sucks
Well,
because
sad.
the person that you care about disappears. It's just
it,
100%
it
true,
just,
GR. Thank you.
it's
Yeah,
what
it's just devastating, right?
there's nothing. I have nothing like her kid. The kids.
Like GR said, like you have known this person your whole life, but like when this happens, like it feels like you don't know them at all. You're trying to like walk them through things that they should already know, or they think you're someone else, or don't. It's just it's
and
such
you
a
and you get
it's so
aggravated
difficult.
and you get aggravated too with them like
Yep.
you're like you
It
like
becomes taxing, yeah.
you're like what like and you find yourself like just like how can you not understand like what happened like
I
I've
know.
not had much experience with it. But Brian, I met Brian's grandmother, and everyone went to go get food or something, and I stayed with her. And, she, was like, "Oh, you're so lovely. It's so nice to meet you." We would talk and have a very normal conversation. And then 2 minutes later, she would be like, "Who are you?"
Yeah,
Like, why are you here? And I was like, "Oh, where's, Marlene, or where, you know what I mean?" But like, even when she said Marlene, which is Brian's mom, like it was it was Marlene, meaning her daughter, like from a very long time ago, not Marlene who had, Brian and Jason and Kyle. Like it was a different Marlene. Like it's
yeah, like
just
her
it's
young daughter.
so, I just kept explaining to her what was going on every time, she would ask me again. And then she'd be like, "How long have you guys been married?" And I was like, "We're not married. I'm just trying to get you through this moment." Like it
Yeah,
really, really is. It's so scary, and it's so hard.
and it's
And
just
it's so
because
difficult.
he has so many movies like he has so many things that he has done in his life like that have been awesome like he's just
Hmm.
and he won't remember any of that.
I know.
And
It's
that
so
that
it's
It's
the
uh,
very
worst.
difficult.
Gosh.
It's the worst. So we wish him the
Barbara
best.
Walters, Jesus Christ, you're making me cry.
Aw.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
it
we just
sucks.
hope the best for them. I mean, it sucks.
Well,
We hope
Jared
the
said he's
best for
crying
him.
for his family. Like anyone who's experienced it
Yeah.
knows it's
Yeah.
very, very, very
Yeah.
difficult. And
What they have to go through.
obviously, everyone's heart goes out to somebody in a difficult situation like that.
Let alone be lost.
He has a supporting, loving family, and he fortunately has money. So that helps with treatment and the best doctors and the best, you know what I mean? So he's in the best position he could be in a shitty situation, and I know that doesn't, quote unquote, make anything better, but like it helps when it comes to the proper care.
Yeah.
So I just hope that, they can get through this with as little trauma as possible.
Was there word like a couple of months ago that he was dealing with this?
Oh yeah, he's been dealing with this for a while, Chris. That's why the one thing
else before, right? It was a different, and it morphed into this.
Yeah, morphed into this. And the fact is, he was doing movies, and they were giving him cue cards, and they were kind of almost like he didn't. I've heard for years that he hasn't really been all there, and he's been like he's still doing these movies, and they're taking advantage of him a little bit, which is very unfortunate. And finally, his family stepped in and was like, "This needs to stop. You can't do this anymore." And that's the progression how it goes. And all of a sudden, when you notice, it's already too late. You're like, it's like. Yeah. And you can't really do it, and there's no stopping it. That's the unfortunate part about it. There's nothing. So
but we got the movies that we
remember,
and that's.
We hope the best for his family, and honestly, our thoughts go out to them.